and welcome again to Tai Chi Fit 360 with Jan. Today I'm going to do the +1 Fair Maiden works the shuttles. And if you saw me do this in a different video, and the reason it's different now is because I found something that I didn't like in the other one, and so I'm fixing it. It's just how it works. Go with the flow. So Fair Maiden works the shuttles is a +1 movement. And there's a long story that goes with it about a princess and a bridge and a mortal guy and this whole thing. And you can let DDR tell you the story because it can get really involved. Anyway, Fair Maiden works the shuttles is a +1 movement that you could add in just about anywhere. Again, I would suggest that once you learn it, do it about 20 to 40 bazillion times so that you know it, and then find a good place to add it in, practice that, because it's all about how does it affect flow. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I feel like I'm kind of responsible to let you know that. So anyway, Fair Maiden works the shuttles. So what you would do is start in a neutral position, coming back from whatever movement you've just done, and you would step in, and whatever the bottom leg is the bottom arm of your moon, okay? And this is a more complex movement, which is why it's a +1, and this is why I changed it, because I didn't do it this way before. You step out with this foot, okay? So let me do the feet first. You step out, press down the toe, and then shift your weight so that you are going from an empty step to 60-40. 60% of your weight here, 40% of your weight there. 70-30 is okay. So that's the footwork. Stepping in, stepping out, toe goes down, weight shifts a little bit forward. The movement of the hands is simply to tip your moon over, and right about halfway, the hands are going to do something different. The hand that was on the bottom, it's coming up, and it's going to come up and shade your eyes, just like not over the crown of your head, but just forward of that, just like it's shading your eyes. The other hand that was coming down is now going to press out, very much like in brush knee. Okay, so, and the reason I'm doing it two different parts is so that you can see that it's much more complex than other stuff. And so you have to time it so that when everything is in place, it's all there. Something's not catching up to something else. All right, so we've stepped in, we've made our moon. We're stepping out. Right about when my heel is touching, my hands are halfway. And then press that forward and shift forward, and boom, you've got Fair Maiden. Coming back, coming out. Fabulous. Now, the other side is just the same way. The bottom leg, the bottom elbow goes with the leg that steps in. And then we step out here halfway and push. Fair Lady works the shuttles. Normally in a young form, it's done one side and then the other side. But you don't have to do that. Do whatever you want. It's now, you're graduated. You can make up your own routines, right? So let's go to the side and see if there's anything different that you can see. Let me step back a little bit so you can see my feet. All right, so I'm stepping in. My elbow and my knee are reflecting each other, and we will talk about that sometime in the distant future. And then I step out as I begin to unwind and tip that moon over. I step out and I'm turning. I'm not just leaning forward. I'm actually twisting. So yes, you're seeing that. And my eyes are shaded. My hand is not stretched out. It's right here. Both of these hands, if I were to do that, you get the circle again, okay? So that's just changing that position. Stepping out from the other side, here I am, stepping out and press, and there you go again. It's coming in. And what I did in the other version of this was I didn't step in and out. And theoretically, you're really supposed to step in and out. And I can close my moon up, or I wouldn't want to open it up any more than I had it before, but because it's tipping and this hand is lifting, you might want to be flexible. Okay, let's do it again. Stepping in, hands are in a moon, and then stepping out and Fair Lady. I'll do that a couple more times in case you see something different that you don't normally notice. Inhale here, exhale there. 60, 40, boom. And then coming back, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. And the illusion on this one is really sort of that you're not touching your head. Your hand is actually a couple inches away from your face, from your hair. And that most of the time, if your foot is here, most of the time it's an empty step until you actually are performing that movement. Onto this side, back here, stepping in, stepping out, scooping back to make my circle, and unfolding the moon and press. Inhale and exhale, and then stepping back. I will change my moon, changing and press. So when we're doing this, it's very easy to twist yourself up. That's why I asked you to practice this 20 to 40 bazillion times. Things that you might want to watch yourself on, or catch yourself if you're looking in the mirror, is how far you're pushing forward. Okay, so we don't really go farther than that to the front. Don't really go farther than that. No leaning. You can see this. This is a different position. That's a different thing. Okay. So Fair Lady is a really lovely movement, but it can get confusing. So this is why it's a +1. It's a little bit more complicated, and it's your choice to put it into your routine or to wait and add it into a routine where you've got a number of participants who are well-versed in Tai Chi Fit and can just follow you and your movement as you go. Yeah? And when you step back, you just flip those arms around and forward and press. Fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me today and tolerating the fact that I did it wrong before. You know, we all do stuff wrong, but I caught it and I'm correcting it for you. So there should be no worries from this point on. Till I see you next time, have a great day. And remember to go with the flow. Bye.